Good Morning San Antonio starts right now.
Making news this morning, gunshots on the city's west side late last night. Investigators now searching for who's responsible.
Plus, a controversial 110-year prison sentence for a truck driver found responsible for a deadly pileup in Colorado is now being reconsidered.
And back here at home, look at that, calm and quiet. 45 degrees to start your morning. We're going to check in with Justin Horn, tell you what the rest of the day looks like. Good morning and happy Wednesday. It's Wednesday?
Yes, it is.
Okay.
Is it your Monday?
It is my Monday.
Yes.
Yesterday woke up and it was officially winter.
Yes.
I guess at 9:59 or something like that. Felt like it though. 30s to start the day yesterday?
It feels like it right now at 45 degrees, but I don't know about Christmas Day. We'll check in with Justin.
It depends on what you're looking for, but it's not looking great if you like cold weather.
Okay.
Right.
I'll tell you that. We're going to be, I don't think record territory, but we're going to be close. The heat is really kicking in late December. It was warm the first half of December too, so we're just going warm across the board here. We did have some cooler temperatures this weekend, which was nice. Well above average this week. As far as rain goes, just to sum it up, there's nothing there. 7-day forecast is pretty quiet rain-wise. And then when we're talking about the heat Christmas Day, could it be the second warmest Christmas Day ever here in San Antonio? It's possible. We're forecasting 83, so that's what we have to look forward to. It will be nice. We'll have some cool mornings just like this morning. 35 degrees in Comfort, 38 Kerrville, 45 right now in New Braunfels, 47 Stinson. And as we zoom out, some temperatures maybe a little bit warmer down to the south, 51 Cotulla, 46 in Beeville. In those areas are going to be spots where we'll watch for a little bit of fog this morning. That'll be a theme going forward too. We'll see some morning fog next couple days. There's like the visibility starting to come down a little bit. Places like Beeville and Corpus Christi. We'll keep an eye on those numbers. We're not expecting a lot of fog here in San Antonio. Just a mostly sunny day. Temperatures this afternoon get up to about 73. That's really nice. Mostly sunny. Southwesterly winds 5 to 10 miles per hour. We're going to take a look across the country, get you set for your travel if you are hitting the road or flying out. We'll talk more about that and look ahead to Christmas coming up here in just a few minutes, guys.
Thanks, Justin. New this morning, San Antonio police are investigating a shooting that happened on the city's west side last night. This happened around 9 p.m. the 2400 block of Tampico Street near San Carlos. Police say a man was going to check on his son at his ex's home when a fight broke out between the man and the woman's new boyfriend. Police say someone pulled a gun and one of the two men was shot in the neck. That person was taken to the hospital in stable condition. Police are now looking for the shooter.
This morning, new details emerging about a missing child. This as area police and the FBI fan out across San Antonio, all in search of missing 3-year-old Lena Keel. Now, police tell us she was reported missing by her mother on Monday evening at the Villas del Cabo complex in the 9400 block of Fredericksburg Road. Lena was last seen wearing a black jacket, red dress, and black shoes. A flyer distributed by police says 4 feet tall, weighing about 55 pounds, had her shoulder-length hair in a ponytail. Police believe the child may be in grave or immediate danger. SAPD says they are not sparing any assets or resources, and the search is ongoing. They're searching every apartment unit, every car where Lena was last seen. So if you have any information on her whereabouts or any info that can help in the investigation, you're asked to call that number on your screen, 210-207-7660, as soon as possible. In your morning headlines, a big update this morning on the truck driver whose situation has inspired millions of people to sign a petition trying to get his prison sentence reduced.
That's after a deadly crash in Colorado. ABC's Andrew Dimbert has details.
This morning, the controversial 110-year prison sentence for the truck driver found responsible for this fiery pileup is now being reconsidered. A jury in Colorado convicted Rohel Aguilera Medeiros for the wreck in 2019 when his big rig slammed into dozens of stopped cars, killing 4 people. He claimed his brakes failed, but the jury found him guilty on 42 counts, including vehicular homicide, leading to that prison sentence of more than a century.
I don't know why I'm alive.
Aguilera Medeiros made a passionate plea at his hearing, but the judge said his hands were tied because of minimum sentencing laws in the state. But now, nearly 5 million people have signed a petition calling the punishment unfair. Truckers across the country have threatened to stop moving goods to and from Colorado. And Kim Kardashian has even tweeted about Aguilera Medeiros to her millions of followers, saying she's praying the governor commutes his sentence.
The Kardashians have been involved in social justice issues, and we're just glad they took over and added their name to his petition.
The prosecutors in the case have also faced criticism for celebrating the conviction of Aguilera Medeiros by making this trophy out of a truck brake shoe. Now, the district attorney herself has filed a motion asking for a hearing to reconsider the sentencing. His attorney says Aguilera Medeiros deserves a sentence that matches similar cases.
What people are facing for this type of case, and anything from 6 months to 2 years is what they're facing.
Andrew Dimbert, ABC News, New York.
And sticking with the courts, still no decision from the jury in the trial for former Minnesota police officer Kimberly Potter. On Tuesday afternoon, the jury asked for the judge for guidance through 2 questions, including what they should do if they can't agree on a verdict. Now, the jury has deliberated for more than 13 hours so far. Potter facing 2 counts of manslaughter in that deadly shooting of motorist Deshante Wright. Now, Potter says she accidentally mistook her gun for her taser during what should have been a routine traffic stop.
Officials say 2 people were killed after a small plane collided with a paraglider near Houston. The Federal Aviation Administration says the single-engine Cessna took off yesterday from Bush Intercontinental Airport in Houston, then collided midair with the paraglider. The FAA says 1 person was on board each aircraft. The Fort Bend County Precinct 3 Constable's office says the paraglider landed in the yard of a home while the plane crashed a couple of miles away near a shooting range. The plane had been headed to Victoria.
Well, in Kentucky, Santa Claus bringing early Christmas cheer to kids and families who lost their homes during the recent deadly tornadoes. So just yesterday, Santa giving gifts to children staying in emergency shelters at 2 different Kentucky state parks. Governor Andy Beshear called in Santa because tornado victims are in more than 200 rooms at the 2 different parks. And Santa not the only one helping out during the storms, which devastated parts of western Kentucky. First responders staying in almost 100 state park rooms during the holiday week, trying to do all that they can for them and their families. Time now, 4:37, 45 degrees out.
And still ahead, Christmas dinner is just a couple of days away. We're going to have some of the perfect tools that can make preparation go a little smoother.
And coming up next, I actually bought 2 Roadrunner t-shirts just this week.
You did?
I did. One was a dry fit. Yeah. Shout to
Very
TJ Maxx.
nice.
Up next, an incredible season for the UTSA Roadrunners. It is officially over. We have a full recap of the bowl game, taking on the Aztecs of San Diego State. Those highlights and more next.
Yeah, it was a very good season. Congrats to a wonderful season to the Roadrunners. Time now is 4:37. We are at about 45 degrees out there. Pretty chilly this morning. Grab a jacket for sure. We'll be right back.
All right, we are talking bowl season for UTSA, the Roadrunners. Coming into last night's Tropical Smoothie Cafe Frisco Bowl, a little shorthanded against San Diego State. Remember, Sincere McCormick officially declaring for the NFL draft, as well as 3 other teammates. Plus, we have the health and safety protocols. Taking a look, boom, Brendan Brady getting the start of running back last night. Brady gets a rock early, going up right through the middle, secondary, going all the way 15-yard line. 27-yard game. Couple plays later, Frank Harris to Corian Clark. Look at that gorgeous catch along the sideline. 12-yard score, 7-0 UTSA late first quarter, tied at 7. Roadrunners on the Aztec 2. Brady again scores, making it 14-7 after 1, but UTSA would be down 17-14 in the third. UTSA 3-yard line. Harris hitting Zachary Franklin. We've said his name a lot this season. Quick slant, Roadrunners. They are only down 7 going to the fourth, but that's as close as they would get. The Roadrunners ending their season, still looking for their first bowl win. They fall 38-24, but still an amazing, phenomenal season for the Roadrunners. All right, another local fan favorite, the Spurs. Deshante Murray, the first member of the Spurs to score 6 triple-doubles in a single season. And He still has 52 games left. It came against the Clippers this week as the team played the third game in 4 nights. Murray scored a triple-double in 3 of the last 5. His most recent, including 24 points, 13 assists, 12 boards. That is a stat-stuffing game. 116-92 win in Los Angeles. When asked about it, Deshante says he just wants to play on the court, play his game, and reflect the way he is off the court.
I've been unselfish my whole life as a person. I like to see people smile before myself, take care of home court, which is my family, friends, and I know if they're happy, and I know that, the things I'm capable of doing will make myself happy as, possible. So, that's just who I've always been since a kid, and it's showing, in my profession, being an NBA player.
All right, so the Spurs take on the Lakers tomorrow night in L.A. Tip-off set for 9:30 at the Staples Center. Spurs return home on Sunday to take on the Pistons. As for the Lakers, they lost big last night, and LeBron sprained his ankle, so he may not play. I know.
Go Spurs, go.
Go Spurs, go. 4:42, 45 degrees out.
And still ahead, are you in charge of Christmas dinner? Good luck. We're going to show you some of the best pots and pans that can help you make cooking a little easier.
And up next, whether it's opening presents or Christmas dinner like Steph just talked about, we are taking a look at how to lower your risk of getting COVID during the holiday season.
And welcome back. It is 4:45. With cases of the Omicron variant rising, there are steps you can take to gather safely with loved ones this holiday season. ABC's Becky Worley has the details in today's GMA First Look.
In this morning's GMA First Look, celebrating safely. Whether it's opening presents or Christmas dinner, what is the right way to lower our risk?
'Tis the season for empathetic conversations and hearing out one another. So you have to just be blunt and have those open conversations with anyone who you may be seeing about their exposure, their vaccination status, because it's not just about keeping yourself safe, it's about keeping everyone safe around you.
We asked Dr. June McCoy, a professor at Northwestern University's Feinberg School of Medicine, and Dr. Alok Patel, a pediatrician at Stanford Health, what they advise and how they're spending the holiday. Dr. McCoy advises small gatherings and a widely spaced dinner table of roughly 6 people. And coming up at 7 a.m., we'll have the expert guidance on how to have a happy holiday while staying safe, plus a live interview with the director of the CDC, Dr. Rochelle Walensky. With your GMA First Look, I'm Becky Worley, ABC News, Oakland, California.
All right, well, a big part of the holiday season, the food, holiday help in the kitchen. Many of you have a lot of cooking to do, but you don't need a lot of pots and pans to do it.
12 on your sides, Marilyn Morris shows us which ones can multitask, and the best part is you don't have to spend a fortune.
Michael Coppola inherited his grandma's 1950s cast iron skillets. He refurbished them because he loves their versatility.
Dutch baby. They're really good about going from stovetop to in the oven and being able to take high temperatures.
Maybe you've accumulated a lot of pots and pans, but how many do you really need?
There are a couple of pans that you can cook almost anything in because of the material they're made of.
So if you're looking to simplify, she says consider one of these that do it all, the cast iron skillet or the Dutch oven. Dutch ovens are enameled cast iron pots that maintain extremely high or low temperatures. So they're great for searing steak or slow cooking stews, and they're super easy to clean. Consumer Reports recommends this $80 6-quart Lodge Dutch oven. It even turned out perfect bread. It withstands heat up to 500 degrees and can be used on an induction cooktop. Next, the cast iron skillet. It's extremely durable and can take high heat. You can bake cornbread for a crowd or brown delicate fish to perfection. CR recommends this Tramontina fry pan. The side handle is helpful and it pours from both sides. Now, what about the popular Always pan? Consumer Reports says the nonstick surface can't sear as well as cast iron because it can't be used over a high flame. Metal utensils aren't recommended, and it can't go in the oven. Marilyn Moritz, KSAT 12 News.
All right, Justin Horn was telling us the secret to his success in the kitchen is a wok.
Nice.
Yeah.
You can cook a lot of stuff in there. I don't know. Actually, I really don't know what I'm doing, but it just...
but it comes out okay.
It's more surface area, so it seems to work okay. I don't know.
Well, good.
I use a microwave a lot, too. So
well, that's what I use a lot. Yeah, unfortunately.
I'll probably be using it this Christmas. Hey, if you're hitting the roads across the state today, it looks good across anywhere you want to go here in the Lone Star State. Dallas, Houston, Laredo, Brownsville, El Paso. Look at these temperatures, though. 60s in Dallas, not so bad, but you get down to Brownsville and Laredo, we're talking 80s this afternoon. There's going to be a lot of spots. They get fairly warm, and it only goes up from here. These temperatures are actually going to go up as we get closer to Christmas. There's a satellite picture. Other than a few cirrus clouds, there is nothing to talk about. And right now here in San Antonio, we've got 44 degrees. Now, there are some clouds being reported at the airport. We may see a thin layer of morning clouds develop, maybe some fog in spots, but so far it hasn't been a big problem. Northwesterly winds at about 3 miles per hour. Visibility is good all across Bexar County. And as we zoom out, well, there's not any fog really to speak of other than as you get closer to the coast. There's a possibility of some of that, as I mentioned, but so far it has not developed. Temperatures still chilly, 44 at the airport. Yesterday, some places around San Antonio got down close to freezing. We're not seeing that this morning. In fact, everybody is above that mark. So 38 in Kerrville, that's one of the coldest spots. 30s and 40s this morning, and then it warms up rapidly once that sun is up. Due in large part to some pretty dry air. Dew points are in the low 40s, so this is still dry. The moisture will slowly increase next couple days. Enough there to where we start getting some fog during the morning time. I think by tomorrow morning, we'll be looking at quite a bit more fog. But today, really, really nice. 73 for high. We'll call it mostly sunny. Stays clear tonight. Temperatures dip into the 50s this evening. Southwesterly wind at 5 to 10 miles per hour. I mentioned that fog tomorrow. So this is one of our computer models. And notice by 7 a.m. tomorrow, it's bringing in pretty widespread fog and dropping those visibilities down close to zero. So that'll be something to watch. I think probably tomorrow morning, Friday morning especially, there could be some fog around, and then clouds break up. We get sun during the afternoon. I want to show you the big picture here. We're looking at the upper level winds. So we have a ridge off to our south and west. It's that ridge that we sometimes see in the summer, but it's around here in the winter, and it moves north. It's not going to be over top of us. We're not going to get summer-like temperatures, but we will get in the 80s Friday, Christmas Day. We're talking 80s, low 80s here as this ridge moves across South Texas. And then by Sunday, same story. Now, after that, temperatures may start to cool down a little bit, but this is going to be one of our warmest Christmases we've seen in a while. Just a heads up. With these kind of numbers. So here's how it looks in the 7-day forecast. We'll go 73 today, 75 coming up tomorrow with morning clouds and fog both tomorrow, Friday, and Saturday. 83 on Saturday, which would rank as our second warmest Christmas ever. 83 on Sunday, and then cooling down a little bit, if you want to call it that, Monday and Tuesday, maybe with some more morning clouds. Notice overnight lows are in the 50s and 60s. It's got the...
it's good.
Yeah, it's kind of like the Queen of England wave.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, no, Santa's excited.
Yeah, but Santa should be wearing shorts probably.
Yeah. Well, you know, he goes all over the world, so he visits Caribbean islands, and it's warm there. He's prepared.
That's true. He's ready.
Can I say possible record-breaking heat?
Well, it's not going to be record-breaking on Christmas because, get this, the record high on Christmas is 90.
Yeah. I remember.
So, I mean, look, it could be worse. That much we do know.
Yeah.
All right. Justin,
83, walk in the park.
That's right.
Yeah.
Thank you, Justin. 452, 46 degrees out.
And coming up next today, Keanu Reeves returns to The Matrix. What the actors are saying about the newest sci-fi franchise.
But first, taking a look at those lotto numbers. Pick 3, 555, Fireball 3. Daily 4, 6, 9, 3, 9, Fireball 9.
Cash 5, 3, 15, 21, 25, 26. And your Mega Millions, 25, 31, 58, 64, 67, Mega Ball 24, Mega Plier 3. Good luck.
All right, welcome back. A long-awaited Matrix sequel getting released today. Whoa, didn't know that.
You didn't know that?
Did not know that.
Oh my gosh, the previews have been out.
Love the Matrix too. Plus, Jay-Z is actually making the Oscars shortlist.
For the latest on what's happening in Hollywood, here's ABC's Jason Nathanson.
I've had dreams that weren't just dreams. Time to fly.
It's time to return to The Matrix. The Matrix Resurrections out today with Keanu Reeves reprising his role as Neo alongside Carrie-Anne Moss, the first Matrix film in almost 20 years. And Reeves says he had no hesitation when it came to jumping back in.
I was just like, okay, yes, let's keep it going, let's go. I don't know how people are going to react to it. So there's that concern, like you hope they like it. But personally, I wasn't like, oh,
The Matrix Resurrections is out today in theaters and streaming on HBO Max.
You need to decide what you want and not what's going to make everyone else happy.
Also out today, it's time to return to Paris. Season 2 of Netflix's popular love and workplace drama, Emily in Paris, dropped this morning.
Whatever you want engraved, what your tombstone gonna say too.
Jay-Z making the Oscar shortlist. His song Guns Go Bang from the film The Harder They Fall, now officially one of the songs in the shortlist of possible nominees for Best Original Song. Also making the list, his wife, Beyonce. Her song Be Alive from King Richard, one step closer to a nomination. If they both get nominated, it would be the first time in Oscars history a husband and wife competed in the same category for any Oscar. And she's all about that birthday bass. Singer Meghan Trainor is 28 today, while two-time Oscar nominee Ralph Fiennes is 59. And that's what's happening in Hollywood. I'm Jason Nathanson, ABC News, Los Angeles.
Good luck to Jay-Z and Beyonce. We were just talking about Jay-Z earlier this morning.
Yes, and you have a lot of movies to watch.
Do have a lot of movies to watch. A lot to catch up on later today.
Yes.
But for now, time is 4:58, 46 degrees out.
And still ahead on GMSA, President Biden talks about the major changes to his COVID-19 winter plan.
Plus, getting through security at the airport could get a little more convenient if you have an iPhone. We're going to explain why.
And a quick check of the roads with TransGuide. Pretty quiet out there this morning. There's a look at I-35 at Loop 410. We'll be checking in with Stephen Cavazos very soon.
Live from KSAT 12. Good Morning San Antonio starts right now.
Making headlines this morning, President Joe Biden laying out the latest plan to combat COVID-19 heading into the holiday season.
And taking a look outside with live cam, we're at 46 degrees. Yesterday was the official start of winter, and this morning it feels like it.
Good morning, 5:01 this Wednesday morning. Thank you so much for starting your morning with us. So yesterday, woke up in the 30s.
Yeah, you're like, hey, it's winter.
It's a winter wonderland outside. This morning, a little bit warmer, but still feels like winter outside.
Yeah, it's still pretty cold. It will be cold throughout the morning, but I'm guessing later in the week we will not see this, Justin.
Well, we'll still see some cool mornings, but you're right. The afternoons will not feel like winter at all. Today's our first full day of winter, and by this afternoon, we're going to be in the 70s. It'll feel nice, but this is well above average when we're talking temperatures. 47 right now, calm winds. Dew point is at 44. Notice the temperature and dew point are getting close together. That could lead to a little bit of fog, at least in spots. We're not looking for widespread fog, though, this morning. And then by, say, 5 p.m., we've got those temperatures up in the 60s, if not 70s, later this afternoon. So it is going to be a nice warm day, and we'll see mostly sunny skies. Temperatures right now in the 30s and 40s. You go up to Comfort, it's 37, 38 in Kerrville, 53 Canyon Lake, one of the warmer spots, 48 Stinson, 47 down in Pleasanton, and looking at 44 for our friends out in Del Rio with clear skies there. Pollen count is in from yesterday. Everything was low, mold and mountain cedar. Let's hope it stays that way. We don't want to deal with more mountain cedar this month. So we'll see where it lands today. We'll get that in here in about a couple hours. We'll get the pollen count updated for you. Forecast for today, 71 by 2 o'clock, 73 by 4 o'clock. By 6 p.m., we're back down in the 60s. Again, southwesterly winds 5 to 10 miles per hour. A lot of people are on holiday, but there was quite a few people out on the road even early this morning coming into work. Steven, how are things looking right now?
I would say it's still pretty quiet this morning, Justin. As we're taking a look at TransGuide, it looks like a ghost town out there. US 90 at Medillo Creek, you can see just a few people moving at this hour, but that doesn't necessarily mean that we have not spotted any problems. Yesterday was a pretty quiet day, and the day before was even quieter, but check this out. We have this stalled vehicle here off 35 at US 90 as a shot at TransGuide. We have a few first responders that are out there, along with what looks like a truck from what we're seeing from this view at TransGuide. But taking you right to the map, let's zoom in a little bit closer there on 35 because we see that's right there in those northbound lanes, that is right just before Nogalitos. So again, watch out for that. Make sure you're checking those vehicles. We know some people may have had flats yesterday due to that cold weather that we've been seeing. So again, just watch out for those first responders in that vehicle. But if you are going to be traveling into San Antonio, we have those inbound times for you this morning. I-10 coming in from Bernie to downtown is just 25 minutes at this hour. 25 from Bulverde to downtown, and I just realized it's 25 across the board. New Braunfels from 35 also looking the same. So not too bad for this morning, but one last look here. Just again, watch out whenever you see those flashing lights. Max, Stephanie.
Thank you, Stephen. None of the latest on the big story we've been covering over the last day. San Antonio police still searching for 3-year-old Lena Keel.
There has been a heavy around-the-clock police presence inside the apartment complex where the parents live. Our Jonathan Cotto joins us live. And Jonathan, we've learned the FBI has stepped in to assist. What does the scene look like this morning?
That's right, Stephanie. In fact, they've set up a command center just around the corner here at these apartment complex located on the city's northwest side. The investigations are including, in fact, we spoke with the police officer just moments ago who told us that they are monitoring, checking every vehicle that comes into the property and leaves the property. You can take a look here at the scene here at the entrance of the Villas del Cabo apartment complex where Lena's parents are known to live. Police officer here on presence. Max, Stephanie, we know Kiel was reported missing by her mother Monday evening here at these apartments on the 9400 block of Fredericksburg Road. Police tell us Lena was wearing a black jacket, red dress, and black shoes when she disappeared. Now, police say she is 4 feet tall, weighs about 55 pounds, and had her shoulder-length hair in a ponytail. And they believe the child may be in grave or immediate danger. Now, as it's been said, any missing child is everyone's missing child. As you can imagine, this community has been relentless in their search efforts, and SAPD says they are not sparing any resources whatsoever to find the 3-year-old. We're going to remain here on scene and update you with the latest. Reporting, Jonathan Cotto, KSAT 12 News.
All right, thank you, Jonathan. This morning an Amber Alert is still in effect for 3 children in danger in Medina County. So Jonathan, 11 years old, Lucas, 9 years old, and Ariana, 8 years old, were last seen with their father, Jonathan Wright of North Carolina, in Rio Medina outside of Castroville. Wright is wanted on child sex crimes out of North Carolina. Investigators here believe he's been in this area for 3 weeks after the family car broke down. The Medina County Sheriff's Office first learned about the case after coming across Wright's wife and 2 older children. Sheriff Brown says they are safe and cooperating. The sheriff says it's time for the rest of the family to get to safety.
My understanding, his kids think their dad hung the moon. Well, he needs to step up and let them be in a safe place while he goes and fights his own battle.
Brown says they'll be out in the area this morning, but they're looking for suggestions on where to focus their search. If you see Wright or any of the children, you're asked to call 911 or the Medina County Dispatch. That number, 830-741-6153.
Out of the latest in the pandemic this morning, the CDC warning that the number of COVID cases in the next few weeks could be higher than all of the other peaks that we've seen throughout the last 2 years.
And even though Omicron appears to be less severe, the sheer number of cases could overwhelm hospitals. ABC's Rhiannon Ali has more.
This morning, President Biden outlined his plan to fight the surging Omicron cases.
We all want this to be over,
including the deployment of 1,000 military personnel to help overwhelmed hospitals and new federal testing sites, along with the distribution of 500 million free at-home COVID tests. The spike in infections just days before Christmas is fueling massive demand for testing. These vehicles snaking around a drive-through testing site in Miami. And from New York to Los Angeles, people waited in lines for hours.
Getting a rapid test today is the best way I can know whether I can see my family this week.
But the White House is offering few specifics on how the free at-home tests will be distributed, only saying Americans will be able to order them through a website next month. And that website will be able to handle high demand. Reporters pressed the president on whether the shortage of testing is a failure for the administration.
No, it's not, because COVID is spreading so rapidly. If you notice, it just happened almost overnight, just in the last month.
Countries around the world are racing to fight the spread of Omicron. Israel is now preparing to distribute a 4th dose of the vaccine for people over age 60.
Even before the rise of Omicron, I think we knew that there was going to need to be at least one more round of boosters.
Doctors say it appears Omicron can evade vaccines, but a booster shot restores protection. The FDA is expected to authorize pills to treat COVID made by Pfizer and Merck. And according to Bloomberg, that authorization could come as soon as today.
Demand for testing is so high that chains including CVS and Walgreens are now limiting the number of at-home tests that customers can buy. Rhiannon Ali, ABC News, New York.
And speaking of vaccines, Metro Health will be administering vaccines later today at Travis Park. Everyone 5 years old and older is eligible. People getting their second dose also eligible for a free gift card. You can check out the Christmas tree, maybe do some ice skating, and get your shot. So this happens starting at 10 a.m. and it goes until 5 p.m. Time now, 5:09, 47 degrees out.
And still ahead, why several top tech companies have announced they will not attend the annual Consumer Electronics Show this year.
Up next, we're going to tell you about the new all-star employee at Methodist Hospital. And yes, she is a miniature horse.
I love her name. It's right there in the video. It's Bambi. How cute. Taking a look outside with live cam, we're at 47 degrees. A cool start to your day. If you have to head out early, definitely grab that jacket. You won't need one on Saturday. That's just a hint, but we'll be right back.
Welcome back and happy Wednesday. A brand new employee at Methodist Hospital, and she's turning a lot of heads.
That's for sure. We're talking about Bambi, the miniature therapy horse. And Bambi is the first hospital-based therapy horse in our state and works alongside 3 full-time therapy dogs. So her job is simple: to visit hospitals and patients to spread joy. There's physical benefits as well, like lowering blood pressure and reducing physical pain. But we're all asking the same question: why a miniature horse?
This pandemic, it was very hard on everyone, including the healthcare workers, the patients coming into the hospital, the visitors coming into the hospital. And we were just trying to see, okay, what can we do to brighten up people's spirits?
Bambi has been working for 2 months now, and Ferris hopes that she'll pave the way for other animals to join their fleet.
I mean, just seeing her makes you feel a little better. Puts a smile on your face.
Very cute, very cute. I'm sure the patients are happy to see her there.
Absolutely. Time now, 5:13, 47 degrees out.
Coming up next, we're going to tell you how many scam calls T-Mobile says it blocked for its customers this year.
Welcome to Allstate. A place where everyone lives life well protected. And even when things go a bit wrong, we got your back. Here, things work the way you wish they would, and better protection costs a whole lot less. You're in good hands with Allstate. Click or call for a lower auto rate today.
Ordinary tissues burn when Theo blows. So Dad bought Puffs Plus lotion and rescued his nose. With up to 50% more lotion, Puffs brings soothing softness and relief. A nose in need deserves Puffs indeed.
Age before beauty? Why not both? Visibly diminish wrinkled skin in just 2 days. Quick Corrector Lotion, only from Gold Bond. Championing your skin.
In today's Tech Bites, more companies are dropping out of the world's largest electronics conference. As the Omicron variant spreads at an alarming rate, T-Mobile, Facebook, Amazon, and Twitter have announced they won't head to Vegas next month to attend the Consumer Electronics Show in person. TSA checkpoints will soon start accepting Apple Wallet IDs at 2 U.S. airports in February. It's a test run, and if it works, the testing will expand to 2 more airports in March. Right now, though, it's unclear which airports will be involved in those tests. And scammers and spammers tried extra hard to be naughty this year. T-Mobile says robocalls more than doubled in 2021. The company says it's blocked more than 21 billion calls so far. That's 700 calls per second. A lot of effort just to reach me about my vehicle's extended warranty. Those are your Tech Bites. Have a great day.
Yeah, so I have Verizon, and I wish Verizon would follow suit of T-Mobile.
Someday.
Yeah.
Soon.
Have you, Stephen Cavazos, do you get a lot of spam callers?
Yeah, and I need to honestly delete the voicemails that kind of pile up there because, no one ever really leaves me a voicemail. They'll shoot me a text if they need to reach me, but call me, beat me if you want to reach me, just don't leave me a voicemail. Let's go ahead and take a look at the roadways this early in the morning. It's been very quiet. 35 at Alamo, you can see traffic's moving through there, but not a whole lot of folks out this early in the morning. I was actually driving around town yesterday doing some errands. It was a lot busier in the day, but as we start a new day here on Wednesday, we're not seeing too much activity out there, but be on the lookout because we still have this stall off 35 northbound at Nogalitos. It does look like they are wrapping up there, so that will be some good news for anybody that's heading out there, and obviously some great news for the driver that was experiencing some trouble out there. We do want to take you a little bit further up here to 410 because we had some lane closures to talk about. This should be wrapping up today. This is out over on the northeast side from 9 in the evening to 5 in the morning. Some geotechnical and drilling work has been going on there, but again, that should be wrapping up today, so some good news for our friends that drive through 410 early in the morning. But a look at the map shows it is still pretty much a green start. And listen, we are not complaining about that. It's a great way to start the morning. But if we take one last look at TransGuide, just make sure to watch out whenever you see situations like this on the roadway. And if you have to head out to go shopping later, just make sure you take it easy on the roadways. Guys?
Good advice for traveling. Speaking of traveling, look at behind Justin.
Steven, you have a beeper?
Oh, nice.
No, you know what? When I was younger, I always wanted one.
Yeah.
But
You know what those
big
are, right,
business.
Max?
Yes. No, it's big business. If you get a beeper, it means you're doing big work.
You need to bring back the beep.
Yeah.
The beep.
Kids these days have no idea. No idea.
Is this you on your stump, Justin Hart?
Sorry, no. I sound like David Sears right now. Yes, travel forecasts. If you're heading out to the airport today, it looks pretty good. It's chilly this morning, obviously, but there haven't been a lot of delays. Certainly not here around San Antonio. We're just not going to see it. By this afternoon, we're in the 70s. Still weather delays, very unlikely. Mostly sunny skies. And then 63 this evening. Obviously, no weather impacts here. And there could be a high volume of travelers, and that could cause some issues, but it's not going to be the weather department. If there are going to be any delays across the country, and I don't see any right now, everything's green. It's going to be up here across the Northwest and out west. They're expecting a ton of snow in places like the Sierra Nevadas out in California. And you get up to the Northwest, places like Seattle and Boise could see some delays. But the rest of the country actually looks pretty good. It looks like a good travel forecast, even going through Christmas. Outside right now, we've got 47 degrees at the airport, 48 Stinson, 45 Kimberly, 49 at Randolph. Not a lot of wind out there. Pretty decent setup for fog, although the moisture hasn't returned quite enough to get widespread fog. We'll keep an eye on the visibility, but so far it's been fine. It is starting to drop a little bit at Port SA, down towards Pleasanton, but that's not in fog territory. So right now, still looks good. 47 in Fredericksburg, 50 in Austin, 44 in Hondo, 47 in Pleasanton. These numbers are chilly, but warmer than yesterday. So you'll see that trend as we go towards Christmas. The morning lows getting a little bit warmer, and the afternoon highs getting quite a bit warmer. Dew point tracker shows we'll also see an increase in humidity. So by, say, Friday, Saturday, dew points are back in the 60s. It's not overly humid, but you may start to feel it a little bit more. Forecast for today puts us up around 73, mostly sunny, southwesterly winds 5 to 10 miles per hour, and then just a slow decrease in temperatures tonight. There will be some fog tomorrow. This is one of our computer models, and it does actually show widespread fog. I don't know if it'll be this bad, but I do think we will see some patchy fog that will last about 10, 11 o'clock tomorrow before it burns off. Then as we look at the big picture, in the upper levels of the atmosphere, we've got a ridge, and this actually moves towards Texas. This will always increase our temperatures, almost always, and that's going to happen as we get towards Christmas Eve and Christmas Day. Christmas Eve, we're talking 80s. Christmas Day, same story, low 80s. Not a record, but I think by Sunday we'll be pretty close to it as this ridge moves across the area and then finally moves east. It's still pretty warm, though, going into next week. So in the 7-day forecast, we've got 73 today, 75 tomorrow, 80 on Friday. Thursday, Friday, Saturday, I think we'll see some morning fog and cloud cover. Then we'll break out to mostly sunny skies during the afternoon. 83 is not a record for Christmas Day, by the way. Max asked about that earlier. It's actually 90 degrees, which is pretty mind-blowing. That was back in 1955. And then warm going into next week, as I mentioned. I'm such a nerd. I actually went back and looked at the weather map for 1955 because I was curious, how do we get up to 90 degrees? It was a situation pretty similar to what we're looking at now with a ridge coming in, and then we had a front coming in. We were out ahead of the front, and it just boosted temperatures all the way up to 90.
Wow.
You say nerd, I say a meteorologist doing his due diligence.
Well, thank you.
An expert. Yeah. Thank you for looking it up.
I try.
It is always a pleasure.
Thank you.
Time now, 5:23, 47 degrees out.
And still ahead in your morning spotlight, actor Steve Martin weighs in on a Jeopardy lookalike, plus All I Want for Christmas makes chart history.
All right, big question of the morning. Which movie star looks just like the new Jeopardy winner?
Here's CNN's Douglas Hyde with the Hollywood Minute.
Sam Buttrey, congratulations.
Sam Buttrey won Jeopardy's first ever tournament for college professors, and his celebrity lookalike wants in on the action. Steve Martin had some fun after viewers noted Buttrey's striking resemblance to the star. So great to split the prize money with Sam. The show responded to Martin's tweet, saying they would love to have him on anytime, in any capacity. Mariah Carey's All I Want for Christmas Is You is the gift that keeps on giving. The 1994 holiday classic just made history as the first tune to hit #1 on the Billboard Hot 100 Songs chart 3 separate times. It's topped the chart in 2019, 2020, and now 2021.
I admire your courage, but you're gonna pick a fight you can't win before long.
The Yellowstone prequel, 1883, had a massive debut. The Paramount Network Western series starring Sam Elliott and Tim McGraw corralled nearly 5 million viewers, making it the most watched premiere on cable TV in more than 6 years. In Hollywood, I'm Douglas Hyde.
So it's crazy, the Mariah Carey single, 2019, 2020, 2021, none of the 90s. She didn't make the Hot 100 in the 90s.
She was just breaking out.
Oh, okay.
I mean, well, she was a breakout star, but maybe her Christmas song was
it is a
just
jam,
breaking
though.
out. Yeah, I know. Everybody, like, in a lot of stores
We're
are singing.
singing along with it. 527, 47 degrees out.
And still ahead on GMSA, the demand for COVID tests surging as Omicron becomes more prominent across the U.S. We're going to get an update from top health officials.
And how a former foster teen now giving other foster kids a better chance at life.
Plus, a World War II veteran who fought in the Battle of the Bulge and Normandy invasion getting his high school diploma.
Main headlines this morning as we get closer to the holiday weekend. Top health officials closely monitoring the spread of Omicron variant of COVID across the country.
The search continues for 3-year-old Lena, who disappeared from these apartments on the city's northwest side. Details coming up next.
And taking a look outside with live cam this morning, we're at 47 degrees. It seems pretty cold, but it's actually a little warmer than it was yesterday morning.
Good morning. It is 5:31 this Wednesday, December 22nd. Thank you so much for joining us today. So did you make it outside yesterday after work?
It was nice.
It's gorgeous.
Yeah, it was a great day to run.
Nice.
I finally got to take advantage of it.
How many miles did you get in?
Only 2.
Okay.
But they were
Two more than
happy
me.
2.
Yeah, happy to. Gorgeous out, sunshine
Yes,
too.
it was beautiful.
Yeah,
Very
so
nice.
Justin Horn, the question is, are we going to see a repeat today?
Pretty much. You know, a lot of people have been saying, man, it's not cold enough for late December. And my thing is, you know, you're right, it's not. But at least the weather's nice. It could be worse. We could be, you know, dealing with cloudy skies and that sort of thing. It's going to be beautiful again this afternoon. 47 right now, 38 in Helotes, 48 Bernie Stage, 52 Canyon Lake, 49 in New Braunfels. A chilly morning, but not as cold, as Steph pointed out, as yesterday. Temperatures are going to start to moderate as we get later in the week. 48 Gonzales, 48 Beeville, 51 right now in Cotulla. We are watching for a few spots where fog is trying to develop. So far hasn't been a big problem. Pollen count, everything's low. This is yesterday's numbers. We'll see where today lands. Hopefully the numbers stay in that range. We don't want to see anything go up. We don't want to deal with Mount Cedar this week. Forecast for today. Mostly sunny, 73 this afternoon. Southwesterly winds 5 to 10 miles per hour. Tomorrow will be a little bit different in the sense that we're going to start with some fog and cloud cover, but the results during the afternoon are going to be pretty similar, and we'll start to see those numbers warm up a bit too as we get towards Christmas. We'll look into that forecast here in just a few minutes, but let's check in on the road. Stephen Cavazos here. What's the latest, sir?
Yeah, I feel like the last few days on GMSA, I haven't had a lot of big issues to report, and that's some good news, especially if you are an early morning driver like the rest of us here in studio. Right now, let's get a quick look at around town. That is 35 at New Braunfels. You can see, again, a few people out there this morning. It is a little bit after 5:30. We don't expect a whole lot of drivers to be out on the roadways. However, keep in mind, the holidays, now that they're here, we know some people are staying at home, so it's looking a little more empty than usual. Just check this out at 37 at Southeast Military. 1 or 2 folks out there right now, but taking you right to the map, this is exactly what we've been seeing. It's the same shot almost that we saw the last 2 days, just a lot of green out there, so that's good. That means the roads are quiet, and it's a perfect time to head out and maybe just grab that cup of coffee and get your days started early. And if you have to, for some reason, travel to San Antonio, we have these inbound times for you right now. If you are coming in from Seguin on I-10 from the westbound lanes, we're looking at just 29 minutes this morning. 87 heading northbound into the downtown area from Livonia, just 22 minutes, and 28 minutes if you're coming in from Flotusville on 37 northbound. So not looking bad, I'd say. Great time to head out the door. Again, grab that cup of coffee, get your morning started early. We're going to continue to keep a close eyes on these roads, but as always, keep your eyes on the road as well. Max?
Thank you, Stephen. 3-year-old Lena Keel still missing, and this morning the search for her continues.
San Antonio police, along with the FBI, say they are sparing no assets or resources and have been posted at the apartment complex where Lena was last seen. Jonathan Cotto joins us live. And Jonathan, what have you learned this morning?
Good morning, Stephanie. Well, let me tell you, I'm located here at Villas del Cabo. It's an apartment complex on the city's northwest side. The apartment complex where 3-year-old Lena was last seen. Now, let me tell you, SAPD has been busy, relentlessly searching every vehicle that leaves this property and every vehicle coming in. Now, you can take a look here at the property here, the gate to SAPD posted up. Now, Maxar, we know the 3-year-old disappeared on Monday evening from these apartments. The Villas del Cabo located on the 9400 block of Fredericksburg Road. That's near I-10. Now, police tell us Lena was wearing a black jacket, red dress, and black shoes when she disappeared. She weighs about 55 pounds and had her hair shoulder length in a ponytail, and believe the child may be in danger. Now, Max, Stephanie, it's important to mention that every entrance to this apartment complex right now is secured by San Antonio Police Department. This is one entrance along Fredericksburg Road, and the other entrance as well is being secured by SAPD. They've set up a command post near USAA, and they say they're not going to be sparing any assets and will remain here until they find some answers. Reporting, Jonathan Cotto, KSAT 12 News.
Thank you, Jonathan. New this morning, San Antonio police are investigating a shooting that happened at an apartment on the far west side overnight. It happened around 1:30 this morning in the 1800 block of Horrell Drive near Marbach Road. Police say 2 men kicked in the door of an apartment with a man inside and started shooting. The man inside was shot. A woman living in a nearby apartment was also hit when bullets went through a wall. Both were taken to the hospital in stable condition. No word on any arrest or suspect information.
This morning, demand for COVID tests surging, and so are case counts.
Now, President Biden making $500 million at-home test kits available through the mail. CNN's Reed Binion has more.
Not a failure, but the alarm bell went off.
President Joe Biden on Tuesday responding to questions about whether the government was caught off guard by the surge in demand for COVID tests.
I don't think anybody anticipated that this was going to be as rapidly spreading as it did.
As part of his administration's plan to combat the surge in cases, Biden pledged to make $500 million at-home rapid tests available through the mail next month. The government isn't sending a test to every home in the country, but instead allowing people to request a test online. Officials didn't say how those without internet access could request tests, or exactly when the administration would launch the website to request an at-home test, other than in or around January. That launch can't come soon enough, with long testing site lines stretching for blocks in some areas, and some stores running out of test kits. Walgreens and CVS limiting the number of at-home COVID test kits customers can buy. CVS setting that limit at 6 kits per purchase. Walgreens capping it at 4. On the heels of the president's announcement Tuesday, sobering news from the CDC about the human cost of COVID. It was the 3rd leading cause of death in the U.S. in 2020, driving a record rise in the death rate and a nearly 2-year drop in life expectancy. I'm Reed Binion reporting.
Heading overseas, at least 10 people injured after 2 metro trains crashed outside Tehran earlier today. Let's take a look. State TV footage showing one train derailed after the crash with another train near the Iranian capital. An emergency department spokesperson says 11 people treated in the hospital, 1 having serious injuries. Authorities there saying at least 9 others treated on the scene.
Friday's highly anticipated launch of a new generation of space telescopes has been scrubbed because of expected bad weather. The James Webb Space Telescope should replace the Hubble Space Telescope as the world's most powerful complex space observatory. It was supposed to launch on December 22nd, but NASA said there was a communication issue between the telescope and the launch system. The telescope has endured years of delays. It was initially supposed to launch back in 2018, but the pandemic and technical challenges prevented that. For now, the launch is set for Christmas morning.
All right, well, an inspiring story to tell you about this morning. A 97-year-old World War II veteran getting his high school diploma. Ernie Rita, an alumnus of Stadium High School in Tacoma, Washington, supposed to graduate in 1943, but he began boot camp to fight for our country instead. Now, finally closing out his high school education thanks to a special ceremony. His granddaughter arranged it all through a program to get his diploma. all this program is for vets who were drafted before they could graduate. Rita fought in both the Battle of the Bulge and the Normandy invasion D-Day, and he was an award-winning Army sharpshooter. Thank you for your service and congratulations.
Yes, congrats. And thank you. Yeah, thank you for your service. It was good to see him on the stage like that. I'm sure he was a pretty proud moment.
Exactly. I want to see him throw his hat up.
Next video.
Next one, yeah. Time now, 5:39, 48 degrees out.
And coming up next, the story of a former foster teen who is now advocating for older kids who need a foster home just like him.
And back here at home, 48 degrees to start your Wednesday morning. A lot warmer than what we saw yesterday. So what does the rest of the day look like? We're going to check in with Justin Horn in just a moment. All right, when it comes to the foster care crisis in Texas, the clock is always ticking and sometimes finding families to take
Bernie that took him in and his two siblings.
Having a wonderful foster family, being a part of a great community like Bernie, they kind of helped me, mold me a little bit to give me that support system I needed to achieve those big dream, big goals, right?
And that he did. A star football player, homecoming king, he got that MBA, and now coming full circle, he serves on the board of Roy Moss, advocating for older teens who need foster homes like his.
You're making a huge difference, huge impact in that child's life. You may not see it right then and there, but as they get older, you get to see the results. And hopefully I am one of them that can inspire you.
Ursula Perry, KSAT 12 News.
That is an awesome story.
It's a great job there by, well, I was going to say by Ursula, but also by Ernest.
Yeah.
And giving back. That's
Absolutely.
awesome.
All right, time now, 5:44, 48 degrees out.
And coming up next, the Animal Defense League has a pet that's ready to go home with you just in time for Christmas.
Well, here is just a sweet little girl. Up there in age, but still she is a...
Plenty of years. Yeah, so she's 7 years old.
Spring chicken though, right?
She is a spring chicken.
That's her name. Michelle's here from the Animal Defense League. And a little poodle mix?
Yeah, she's a miniature poodle. So like I said, she's 7 years old. Still has plenty of years in her. I don't know if y'all can tell, but she is blind in one of her little eyes. She's got plenty of spunk. She definitely loves to be on her human. She does attack pretty quick. She can be a little protective, but she just loves her human.
Oh,
she's a little lap puppy.
And I think somebody likes being held too.
Yeah, she does.
Yeah, she'll make a good little lap dog. So what y'all got going on as we're going in toward Christmas?
Well, yeah, we're coming into the holiday season, and we're really excited about it. And we want to encourage everyone, if y'all are at home, you got your kitties at home, and you're interested in fostering, we have a lot of babies that are looking for their, temporary homes until they're ready for adoption. It's a fun way to get the kids involved.
Can you foster for any amount of time?
Yeah, so it's really flexible. So what you would do is go on our website, adltexas.org, and you can apply to foster, and then we will personally reach out to you, and we'll kind of go over what you're looking for. If you're looking for fostering for a week, it may be a month, and there's a lot of different options if you're looking to foster babies or like a mama and babies, or if you're looking to foster more of an adult dog, there's lots of different options out there.
Okay, and if you do the babies, I mean, it's going to be like up all night, little baby bottle fed and all that. We've done it before, so it is very rewarding, and kids can get volunteer hours for it as well. So if you'd like more information on that or a little spring chicken here.
She's available for adoption.
Yes, indeed. Head on over to 11300 Nacogdoches or the Paul Jolly Center across from the zoo. 655-1481 is the number to call. Thank you, dear. Merry Christmas.
Thank you. Merry Christmas.
And in your morning consumer headlines, the U.S. Secret Service boosting its efforts to squash COVID-19 related fraud. Officials there say more than $1.2 billion has already been seized from those trying to take advantage of the ongoing pandemic. Law enforcement officials say a spike in COVID-19 cases during and after the holiday season could result in a rise of COVID-related scams.
And you want to check your fridge before making your holiday meal this season. Fresh Express announcing a recall for numerous kinds of its branded and private label salad products made at the company's Illinois facility. Officials there saying the items in question may be tainted with listeria. Now, consumers are advised to return the recalled products to the place of purchase. Well, back here at home, 48 degrees. We know This week, a lot of people on vacation. A lot of kids don't have to go to school. So the roadways seem calm and quiet so far, Stephen.
Yeah, I just looked at the cameras. Looks like hardly anyone is out there traveling.
Yeah, lucky them, right? They get to sleep in a little bit more. But, you know, there's still things to talk about. We have some people out there this morning with us. 37 at Salado Creek. You can see it is getting a little bit busier out there. And granted, there are some issues that were presenting themselves a little bit earlier, but those have quickly cleared up. Let's get a quick look around town. I-10 at Hackberry. Again, very quiet there. But as we take another look at TransGuide, 35 north at Loop 410, another quiet shot there. Just again, few people out there getting their morning started early. So we're in good company this morning with these guys in the back of me. But let's take you to the map, because all I want for Christmas are some quiet roads. And look, Santa came early this year, right? So this is a gift that keeps on giving. Every morning in the last few days, we've been talking about how quiet it's been. So just take a look right now. 1604, 410, 35, I-10, everything is green and open. Nice, especially if you are heading out the door in the next few minutes. The only lines you may encounter may be those coffee lines. So just watch out for that. But other than that, you're not going to encounter any major problems. But if you want to be home for Christmas and you have to head to the gas station, well, we have these gas prices right now from AAA. Bexar County, I was reporting that in Bexar County, the average gas price is $2.65 as of today. Around the state, we are looking at $2.89. In the country, $3.29. Now, that's about 11 cents less, I should say, than a month ago, and $1.09 more than a year ago. So it's kind of been fluctuating there, but good to know, especially if you're going to be planning a road trip to go see your family. Guys.
Okay. I just got you have like 5 puns in that.
You got it? I was wondering if you guys would catch that.
Got to be home for Christmas. That was, one that almost went over my head.
You're very ready with all the green on the screen.
Yes.
Appropriate for Christmas.
It is. It's the only time. I love it. Can't wear it, but I love the color.
And all you want for Christmas are quiet conditions, right?
Yeah.
Quiet conditions.
What do you want?
That's another thing to add.
Just forget that I'm talking about fog tomorrow, okay? Just, well, forget about it. Hopefully it won't cause any problems. Hopefully. Most of the weather looks pretty good. We got to mention the length of daylight. So yesterday was our shortest day. It was the winter solstice. We had 10 hours and 15 minutes of daylight. Today is going to be 1 second longer. So we start the process of getting longer days all the way through June 21st of next year, which will be 14 hours and 2 minutes long. So just a heads up. We're past the shortest day of the year. As far as temperatures go, it's been a very, very warm December. You see all the red colors here. That represents days in which we were above average. Days in blue represent days where we were below average. Last few days have been below average. We've had some cold mornings, some nice afternoons. That's going to change today. I think going forward through probably early next week, we're going to be back above average. This is going to be one of our warmest Decembers I think we've seen. Can't say that quite yet, but it's trending in that direction. We're 9.2 degrees above average, with the warmest day being 83 back on December 10th. Outside, we've got clear skies. A few clouds trying to develop at the airport. 47 degrees there. Dew point is at 44. Calm winds. 46 Bernie Stage, 43 in Bandera, 47 in Divine, 48 down in Pleasanton. A lot of 40s on the map this morning. A few 30s sprinkled in places like Kerrville at 39. But most of us in the 40s. And dew points trying to increase just a little bit, especially down to the south. So that may create a little bit of fog. Seeing a few reports south of San Antonio, but it has not been a problem here. Dew points in the 40s for now. These numbers will start to come up a little bit too as we get closer to Christmas. Forecast for today, up around 73. Mostly sunny skies today. Southwesterly winds 5 to 10 miles per hour. And as we look at the big picture here, high pressure in the upper levels starts to move towards Texas, and this is why our temperatures go up. No fronts, and this will push our temperatures into the 80s, probably Christmas Day, and even on Sunday too. Sunday, we could be close to some records as this ridge moves across. So here's how it looks on the 7-day forecast. We'll go 73 today, 75 tomorrow, 80 on Friday. I will point out, though, some morning fog and cloud cover starting tomorrow, Friday and Saturday for Christmas morning. There could be some fog around, but 83 during the afternoon. 83 on Sunday, even 80 going into Monday of next week. Not winter-like at all in the 7-day forecast.
So I know people are kind of, pessimistic when they say we want a white Christmas, we want it to be cold and feel like winter. I gotta say, 80s here,
not bad.
So fantastic.
Not bad.
Well, it's kind of one of those things, like if it's going to be cold, you want it to snow. So if it's not going to be that, might as well get some nice weather.
It's like tropical.
Sure.
It's okay.
Yeah.
Just wear that dry fit shirt.
Yeah, dry fit UTSA, go to Roadrunners. Thank you, Justin. 5:54, 47 degrees out.
And let's look at your winning lotto numbers. There's pick 3, 555, Fireball 3, Daily 4, 6939, Fireball 9.
And your cash 5, 3, 15, 21, 25, 26. Mega Millions 25, 31, 58, 64, 67. Big number 24. Megaplier 3. Good luck. We'll be right back.
Good morning. Coming up here on GMA on a Wednesday morning, we have to talk about the surging Omicron cases. President Biden announcing new measures to fight the wave as some people wait hours to get tested. And hospitals, of course, are bracing for a flood of patients. CDC Director Rochelle Walensky is going to join us live to discuss it all. That and so much more coming up right here on GMA.
And time now, 5:58. Still a lot ahead. Justin Horn breaking down the 5 biggest weather events to hit the San Antonio area over the past 12 months. Plus, Steve Cavazos is in the house telling you everything you need to know before you leave the house. We'll be right back.
Day 3 of the search for the 3-year-old who disappeared from these Northwest Side apartment complex. What we know coming up next.
And a shooting on the city's west side ends with one person shot and in the hospital. We have the latest from investigators.
And taking a look outside with live cam, a chilly 47 degrees. That's appropriate for winter, but will the temperatures later this week be appropriate for winter?
Live from KSAT 12. Good Morning San Antonio starts right now.
Good morning. It is Wednesday, December 22nd. Thank you so much for starting your morning with us. Yesterday, it was frigid out there.
Yeah, it was winter time. That's what we should expect for this time of year. But then again, it is San Antonio, so we can wear shorts by the end of the week. Don't worry, guys. If you want to do that.
So, Justin, speaking of shorts at the end of the week, you could have worn shorts yesterday. It got into the 60s, right?
Yeah, mid-60s. Well, for someone from Philadelphia, that's short. For us, I'm not sure. It's borderline. But next few days, for sure, we're going to see the temperatures really start to warm up. Morning lows are already starting to trend warm, but we're in the 40s this morning as opposed to the 30s yesterday. So we're talking about well above average heat this week. As far as rain goes, I know we need some. It's not a 7-day forecast, so in that sense, it's going to be pretty quiet. And then Christmas Day, could it be the second warmest Christmas day ever here in San Antonio? 83 would tie that record. We'll see. Warmest ever is quite a bit warmer than that. So we probably won't set any records, but it is going to be a toasty day. 38 in Comfort, 43 right now Bandera, 48 Gonzales, 48 Beeville, 51 right now in Cotulla. And up around 73 this afternoon. Mostly sunny. Southwesterly winds 5 to 10 miles per hour. Beautiful day, beautiful afternoon. And we'll see, again, those numbers trending upwards. We'll look at the 7-day forecast. We'll talk more about Christmas specifically coming up here in just a few minutes. But let's talk specifically about those roads. How are they looking this morning, Stephen?
Not bad. I'm going to text my dad, Justin, ask him if he could do like a Christmas Day barbecue.
Yeah.
I don't know. That sounds like something that's pretty cool for that day.
Start a new tradition.
Yeah, maybe hot, but that could be a cool idea.
Yeah.
All right, 35 at Alamo, 37 at Jones. We've been seeing the same thing for the last few days. Some quiet roadways, and if you are going to be driving maybe in the next few moments, you're not going to encounter any delays. But as the morning has gone on, we have been seeing more people getting out there. So you can take a quick look around town there at 604 Culebra. Quieter than what we would normally see, and this is expected with the holidays now here. Some folks are staying at home, but if you have to head out early, this is what you're going to expect. Just some light traffic throughout the morning, and that's not a big problem, but let's go ahead and take a look at the map, because this is exactly the same image I've been showing you guys throughout the entire morning. Just a lot of green on the screen, and it's not looking too bad on the loops there, or especially if you're driving maybe even up to New Braunfels a little bit later today. So right now is a perfect time to head out the door. Let's take a look at those inbound times, because if you are traveling into San Antonio from any of these communities, we have some short commutes for you. A pleasant drive from Pleasanton on 37 to downtown San Antonio with 28 minutes at this hour. We are looking at 18 minutes coming in from Highway 90 and Castroville, and little time from Lytle with 17 minutes on 35. So one last look at TransGuide, some quiet roadways. Again, great way to start the day. We'll have more coming up in the next few minutes. Max, Stephanie.
Thank you, Stephen. The search continues this morning for 3-year-old Lena Keel, the little girl who was last seen at a playground on the northwest side.
That's right. San Antonio police, along with the FBI, saying they are sparing no assets, no resources. They've actually been posted at the apartment complex where Lena was last seen. Our Jonathan Cotto joining us live from that community. So, Jonathan, what have you learned this morning?
Good morning, Max. Well, I can tell you right now, SAPD has these apartments highly secure and surveilled. Let me tell you, right now, there are two entrances to these apartment complexes, one right here off of Fredericksburg Road and one right around the corner. Now, at this entrance, there's two gates where two police units are checking every car that comes into the property and every vehicle that leaves the property. Now, we can take a look here at the entrance of these apartments. Now, let me tell you that we do know 3-year-olds that disappeared on Monday evening from these apartments. The Villas del Cabo, located on the 9400 block of Fredericksburg Road, that's near I-10. Now, police say Lena was at a playground inside of this apartment community with her mother and other children between the hours of 5 and 6 p.m. Now, police also tell us Lena was wearing a black jacket, red dress, and black shoes when she disappeared. She weighs about 55 pounds and had her shoulder-length hair in a ponytail and believe the child may be in danger. Now, Max, Stephanie, there are about 300 units within this apartment community. San Antonio Police Department have been going door by door to each apartment in search of Lena. Now, I've also noticed that San Antonio Police here searching these vehicles are asking the folks that live at these apartments to not only open the doors to their vehicles, but also their trunks to properly search each vehicle leaving the property. We'll continue to remain here and update you. Reporting, Jonathan Cotto, KSAT 12 News.
Thank you, Jonathan. New this morning, San Antonio police are investigating a shooting on the city's west side. It happened around 9 p.m. on Tampico Street near San Carlos. Police say a man was going to check on his son at his ex's home when a fight broke out between the man and the woman's new boyfriend. Police say someone pulled a gun and one of the two men was shot in the neck. That person was taken to the hospital and is expected to be okay. Police are now looking for the shooter.
And police left with a lot of questions this morning after an East Side shooting. So take a look. This is all happening around 3 a.m. on Hicks Avenue, not too far from Roland Road. Police on the scene telling us a man in his 40s taken to the hospital after being shot in the stomach. Details limited at this time. This is an evolving story, so make sure to stay with KSAT online and on air as we expect more info throughout the day. San Antonio police trying to solve a 12-year-old murder case.
They're looking for the person who killed a teenage boy on the southeast side. It happened back on December 19th of 2009 at the intersection of Fair Avenue and South New Braunfels. That's where investigators say 17-year-old Paul De Leon was sitting in the passenger seat of a vehicle when a white Nissan Frontier pickup truck pulled up next to him.
Now, someone in that pickup truck pulled out a shotgun, fired one round, killing De Leon. Now, if you have any information about the murder case, you are asked to call San Antonio Crime Stoppers. That number on your screen, 210-224-STOP. Now to the latest in the fight against the Omicron variant. The CDC warns the number of COVID infections over the next few weeks could be higher than all of the other peaks we've seen throughout the pandemic.
The Biden administration is taking steps to fight the surge. And when it comes to the current vaccines, there are new questions about whether we'll need a fourth shot.
That's right. ABC's Reneen Ali has more.
This morning, President Biden outlined his plan to fight the surging Omicron cases.
We all want this to be over,
including the deployment of 1,000 military personnel to help overwhelmed hospitals and new federal testing sites, along with the distribution of 500 million free at-home COVID tests. The spike in infections just days before Christmas is fueling massive demand for testing. These vehicles snaking around a drive-through testing site in Miami. And from New York to Los Angeles, people waited in lines for hours.
Getting a rapid test today is the best way I can know whether I can see my family this week.
But the White House is offering few specifics on how the free at-home tests will be distributed, only saying Americans will be able to order them through a website next month. And that website will be able to handle high demand. Reporters pressed the president on whether the shortage of testing is a failure for the administration.
No, it's not, because COVID is spreading so rapidly. If you notice, it just happened almost overnight, just in the last month.
Countries around the world are racing to fight the spread of Omicron. Israel is now preparing to distribute a fourth dose of the vaccine for people over age 60.
Even before the rise of Omicron, I think we knew that there was going to need to be at least one more round of boosters.
Doctors say it appears Omicron can evade vaccines, but a booster shot restores protection. The FDA is expected to authorize pills to treat COVID made by Pfizer and Merck. And according to Bloomberg, that authorization could come as soon as today. Demand for testing is so high that chains including CVS and Walgreens are now limiting the number of at-home tests that customers can buy. Rhiannon Alley, ABC News, New York.
Now, more companies dropping out of the world's largest electronics conference as the Omicron variant spreads at an alarming rate. T-Mobile, Facebook, Amazon, and Twitter announcing they will not head to Vegas next month to attend the annual Consumer Electronics Show in person.
TSA checkpoints will soon start accepting Apple Wallet IDs at 2 U.S. airports in February. It's a test run, and if it works, the testing will expand to 2 more airports in March. Right now, it's not clear which airports will be
that robocalls more than doubled in 2021. The company says it has blocked more than 21 billion calls so far. That is 700 calls per second. You getting a lot of robocalls?
Not too bad,
okay.
Actually.
They're still getting through to me.
Oh, I'm sorry.
That's okay.
Ignore.
Exactly. Time now, 6:10, 48 degrees out.
And still ahead on GMSA, we're going to introduce you to a new employee at Methodist Hospital and how she's making history.
And taking a live look out of the Alamo City, calm and quiet out there now. Starting the day off in the 40s, but where are we going to end the day at? We're going to check in with Justin Horn in just a few moments. Good morning. We welcome you back. Methodist Hospital is welcoming a new employee. Her name is Bambi, and yes, she is a miniature therapy horse.
She's actually the first hospital-based therapy horse in Texas, and she works alongside 3 full-time therapy dogs. So her job is simple: visit hospitals and patients to spread joy.
So studies have shown therapy animals can also lower patients' blood pressure and, get this, even reduce physical pain. But here's a question: why a miniature horse?
This pandemic, it was very hard on everyone, including the healthcare workers, the patients coming into the hospital, the visitors coming into the hospital. And we were just trying to see, okay, what can we do to brighten up people's spirits?
And Bambi has been working for 2 months now. The people at Methodist hope she'll pave the way for other animals to join their fleet.
All right. So if you watched Parks and Rec, there was a character in there named Little Sebastian. And when I saw this story yesterday by Lee, she did the story, that was the first thing that came to mind. And seeing the little horse makes you feel better about everything.
So is there a little horse in the episode?
Yep, it's called Little Sebastian.
Okay, I'll have to check it out.
Not as cute as Bambi, though.
No, it's cute little. Well, I mean, I can't compare, but Bambi's very, very cute.
So,
no Bambis on the roadways, though.
Knock on wood.
Looks pretty quiet out there.
You know, when I was in soccer in high school, they used to call me Bambi. Just throwing that out there.
Because you're so fast.
No, because my legs
cute.
were very because my legs were very skinny.
Oh.
So that's why. So I ran like a deer. Let's go ahead and take a look out of the roadways because yes, there are no Bambis out there this morning, but we are seeing a lot more activity out there. 35 in Nogalitos, it is definitely picking up. We are seeing more people out there, maybe grabbing that cup of coffee, or maybe they're heading out of town to go see their folks. Either way, let's go ahead and take a look and see what you can expect on the map this early in the morning because a stall has been detected right here off I-10 eastbound at Colorado Street. It's not causing any issues. You can see those eastbound lanes are still pretty much green, but always watch out whenever you see a stalled vehicle out there. Let's take a jump up over here. Just as a reminder, even though it has been quiet, we still have some road work that's being planned for the next 2 days. It's led to an eastbound frontage road closure from Chase Hill Boulevard and Brennan Avenue to John Peace Boulevard and La Cantera Parkway. Now, this will go on from 9 in the morning until 5 in the afternoon. It started on Thursday, December 16th, but that should be wrapping up tomorrow. So if you have to travel through La Cantera, just be on the lookout for that. 1604 is usually a nightmare at all times, but we know with more shoppers out there, it won't be a pretty sight. But again, one last look here at the roadways. I think it's been pretty calm throughout the morning, guys.
That's good news, and nobody is taking the bus this morning. Well, the school bus at least.
Yes, but we are going to go back to school this morning.
Oh, we are? Okay.
Yes.
Oh,
got
going to school us.
Guys. See if you were listening earlier.
Mr. Horn, what do you got?
Oh, no.
All right, the question is.
Okay. I know. C.
Whoa, come on.
Hey. You're like that kid in the front row that's like, I know the answer.
I was listening.
I appreciate that, actually. Yes, what's the warmest temperature ever recorded in San Antonio in December?
Stuff. C.
Well, you're not going to fight me on it, Max?
Yeah, no, we got it. You're just a great teacher, Justin Horn.
Appreciate that. You guys passed with flying colors.
Yay.
Yes, December 25th, 1955. We got up to 90 degrees, which just happened to be the warmest temperature in San Antonio in December. So while we are going to get up to 83, it looks like, or close to it this Christmas, it will not get close to the record of 90.
Sorry, Justin, I was excited.
Hey, I appreciate it. Look, the fact that you nailed it, I'm happy about it. Let's look at the airport forecast. If you're flying out today, we're going to start this morning looking pretty good here in San Antonio, 43 degrees. Their delays are unlikely here, at least not weather delays. 73 this afternoon, looks good there too. Same for this evening. So while everything looks good here in San Antonio, I don't know that we can stay the same about folks out west. There's probably going to be some delays today. There have been some delays for some de-icing for some of the smaller airports up across the Northeast, but in general, everything's looking pretty good, flight-wise, at least this morning. Outside here in San Antonio, 48 degrees at the airport, 50 Stinson, 46 Kelly, 49 at Randolph. Not a lot of wind out there. Temperatures in the 30s and 40s. Helotes, one of the cooler spots, along with Comfort in the upper 30s, but most of us in the 40s at this point. A little bit warmer than yesterday morning. And as far as fog goes, haven't seen a lot of that. There is some along the coast, but not seeing any here in our area. Dew points will slowly increase. As they do, I do think we start to see more fog next couple days. Thursday, Friday, Saturday, we could see some fog develop in the morning time. 73 this afternoon, mostly sunny skies. And the forecast going forward, we mentioned some of that heat around Christmas, thanks to a ridge of high pressure that builds in. That's going to keep things toasty. It's also going to keep things quiet. Keeps rain out of the picture. We'll see things in the 80s on Saturday, even Sunday. Sunday is where we could be approaching some records. So the extended forecast, 73 today, 75 on Thursday, 80 Friday, 83 on Saturday. Morning fog and clouds. I think probably Thursday, Friday, Saturday morning. So even Christmas morning, there could be a little bit of fog. No problem. Rudolph's got us taken care of. 83 degrees Saturday, 83 Sunday. We've got 80 on Monday, 78 on Tuesday. And it made me laugh a little bit yesterday, Adam, if you have the KSAT weather app, the push alert, he said you may want to leave Santa some Gatorade versus the way things are looking, guys.
We can do that. We'll take care of Santa.
Sure.
Thank you, Justin.
Yep. Thanks, Justin. 619, 48 degrees out.
And the UTSA Roadrunners leave it all on the field, but come up a little short in the quest for their first bowl game title. We're going to have the highlights from their matchup with San Diego State yesterday.
This SA Salutes holiday greeting is brought to you by Walk On Sports Bistro.
Hi, my name is Taylor, and I just want to say thank you to my family, my boyfriend, and all those who are currently serving or have served, and just want to wish y'all a Merry Christmas.
After my DVT blood clot, I was uncertain, was another around the corner? Or could things take a different turn? I wanted to help protect myself. My doctor recommended Eliquis. Eliquis is proven to treat and help prevent another DVT or PE blood clot. Almost 98% of patients on Eliquis didn't experience another, and Eliquis has significantly less major bleeding than the standard treatment. Eliquis is FDA approved and has both.
Don't stop Eliquis unless your doctor tells you to. Eliquis can cause serious and in rare cases fatal bleeding. Don't take Eliquis if you have an artificial heart valve or abnormal bleeding. If you had a spinal injection while on Eliquis, call your doctor right away if you have tingling, numbness, or muscle weakness. While taking Eliquis, you may bruise more easily, and it may take longer than usual for bleeding to stop. Seek immediate medical care for sudden signs of bleeding like unusual bruising. Eliquis may increase your bleeding risk if you take certain medicines. Tell your doctor about all planned medical or dental procedures.
What's around the corner could be worth waiting for. Ask your doctor about Eliquis.
In this morning's GMA First Look, celebrating safely. Whether it's opening presents or Christmas dinner, what is the right way to lower our risk?
'Tis the season for empathetic conversations and hearing out one another. So you have to just be blunt and have those open conversations with anyone who you may be seeing about their exposure, their vaccination status, because it's not just about keeping yourself safe, it's about keeping everyone safe around you.
We asked Dr. June McCoy, a professor at Northwestern University's Feinberg School of Medicine, and Dr. Alok Patel, a pediatrician at Stanford Health, what they advise and how they're spending the holiday. Dr. McCoy advises small gatherings and a widely spaced dinner table of roughly 6 people. And coming up at 7 a.m., we'll have the expert guidance on how to have a happy holiday while staying safe, plus a live interview with the director of the CDC, Dr. Rochelle Walensky. With your GMA First Look, I'm Becky Worley, ABC News, Oakland, California.
All right, well, back here at home, we are talking about the Roadrunners going into last night's Tropical Smoothie Cafe Frisco Bowl. A little shorthanded against San Diego State. The Aztecs, remember, Sincere McCormick, he is going to the NFL draft, so it was Brendan Brady getting the start at running back last night, and Brady getting the rock early and getting it a lot, going right up the middle into the secondary. Look at that, all the way to the 15-yard line. That is a 27-yard game. A couple plays later, Frank Harris, DeCorian Clark, wait for it, the lefty, and wide open, gorgeous catch. That's a touchdown even in the NFL. All right, 7-0 UTSA late first quarter. Tied at 7. Roadrunners on the Aztec 2. Brady again, and he scores, making it 14-7. But UTSA would be down 17-14 going to the third. UTSA now on the Aztecs 3. Harris, Zachary Franklin, we have seen this combination a lot. Quick slant, Roadrunners only down 7 going to the fourth, but that is as close as it would get. UTSA ends the season still looking for the school's first bowl win. They would fall to the Aztecs 38-24. Still, we are so proud of our Roadrunners. What a tremendous year. And like you see on the helmets, the 2-0 has truly rallied around them. And the sky is the limit. I'm excited.
Yeah, well, I mean, congrats to the team. It was a pretty awesome season, and it was fun to watch them as well.
Absolutely. Already looking towards next season.
Yeah, we're looking forward to it.
Time now at 6:25, 48 degrees out.
And still ahead on GMSA, we're going to have a recap of the record-breaking weather events from 2021. Justin Horn will break it down for us.
Plus, the search continues for the missing 3-year-old girl last seen on the city's northwest side. Jonathan Cotto staying on top of the story throughout the morning. He's going to join us live with the latest.
The search continues for the little girl who disappeared from these northwest side apartments. What we know coming up next.
And taking a look outside with live cam, we're at 48 degrees right now. Nice and cold if you like the cold weather. And if you don't worry, things will change for you.
All right, good morning. It is Wednesday, December 22nd. We were saying, do you want to do live cam? I feel bad because I feel like I monopolized the live cam. I love talking about the weather.
It's okay. You can talk about it now, and we can pretty much talk about it all week because things will change.
That's true.
It'll be interesting here, but kind of we're used to it. San Antonio. A warm Christmas.
I love it personally.
Welcome. Yeah.
70s and 80s. I would rather this than the 30s and 20s people in the Northeast are seeing.
That's true. The kids can play outside.
Controversial take. I don't know if everyone agrees with you, but it is nice. Okay, so it's not cold, but it is nice. So there's that. We've had some nice sunsets and nice sunrises. This is out of San Antonio. Yesterday, we had some thin cirrus clouds in the sky. These are the kind of colors you get with that. And I think we're going to see a similar sunset tonight. So I have the cameras ready. As always, we will have to show those KSAT Connect pictures. Let's go outside for you. We've got a few clouds out there right now, 48 degrees. Dew point is at 45. We'll watch this closely. When the temperature and dew point get close together with calm winds, a lot of times you can get fog. So far, we haven't had that here in San Antonio this morning. There could be some of that around the area, but doesn't appear to be a big issue on your Wednesday. Today's Wednesday, yes. 38 Comfort, 43 Bandera, 51 Canyon Lake, 49 in New Braunfels, 47 Pleasanton, mid-40s Uvalde over towards Hondo. And forecast for today, we mentioned the beautiful weather, 73 degrees, mostly sunny. You really can't beat that. Southwesterly winds around 5 to 10 miles per hour. It does get warmer. There are going to be some 80s on the map in the forecast as we get towards Christmas. We'll jump into that forecast here in just a little bit, but we got to get it over to Steven now with a look at your morning traffic. It's holiday traffic, right? Not a lot out there?
Not a lot out there, maybe warming up for Christmas, but right now it's looking pretty cool on the roads. 37 at Salado Creek. We are seeing traffic that's been moving there. Let me jump back to this really quick. So we want to show you, we got some holiday traffic, and usually this early in the morning, that means there's not a lot of people out there. Keep in mind, though, that it is a little bit busier than what we've been seeing earlier in the morning, but this is normal now that it is inching closer to holiday morning rush. But as we take a look, it's not looking bad. 35 at New Braunfels. Again, more folks out there getting their morning started early as we get closer to Christmas. But if you are going to be heading out in the next few moments and you're still at home, take a look right here because we have this stall that's been out there off I-10 eastbound at Colorado Street for a little while now, but it's not impacting traffic. We aren't seeing a lot of people as we would normally see, so that's some good news. But either which way, make sure that you're driving carefully this morning. Wider look at the map does show we have been off to a green start throughout the morning, but that could quickly change when we start to see more people out there. And that's what happened yesterday around 7 to 8. We saw more activity out there. So again, just take it easy. No need to rush. Things have been fine so far. But as we take a look at these inbound times, it's almost green across the board. Slight yellow there. Slow down in Livonia, 24 minutes to the downtown San Antonio area. But just take it easy out on the roadways this morning. We're going to have more coming up a little later this morning. Max, Stephanie.
Thank you, Stephen. An Amber Alert to tell you about. Still in effect, 3 children in danger in Medina County. So take a look. Jonathan, 11 years old, Lucas, 9, and Ariana, 8 years old, all last seen with their father, Jonathan Wright of North Carolina, in Rio Medina, right outside of Castroville. Now, Wright is wanted on child sex crimes out of North Carolina. Investigators here believe that Wright's been in this area for about 3 weeks after the family vehicle broke down. The Medina County Sheriff's Office first learned about the case after coming across Wright's wife and 2 older children. Sheriff Brown says they are safe and they are cooperating. The sheriff says it's time for the rest of the family to get to safety.
My understanding, his kids think their dad hung the moon. Well, he needs to step up and let them be in a safe place while he goes and fights his own battle.
Suggestions on where to focus the search for Wright and his children. If you do see any of them, Wright or his 3 children, you are asked to call 911 or the Medina County Dispatch Office. That number on your screen, 830-741-6153.
2 people are in the hospital this morning after 2 men broke into a West Side home and opened fire. It happened around 1:30 at an apartment complex around This was at Horrell Drive near Marbach Road. And that's where police say the men kicked down a door of one of the units and started shooting at the man inside. One of those bullets went through the wall, hitting a woman inside another apartment. Both victims were taken to the hospital and they are expected to be okay.
Now to the latest on the pandemic, the surging Omicron variant of COVID. The CDC warning that the number of COVID infections in the next few weeks could be higher than all of the other peaks we've seen in the last 2 years. And even though Omicron appears to be less severe, the sheer number of cases could potentially overwhelm hospitals. President Joe Biden announcing that the government will provide 500 million free rapid home testing kits. They're going to increase support for hospitals under strain and redouble vaccination and boosting efforts.
Metro Health will be offering vaccines later today at Travis Park. Everyone 5 and up is eligible, and people getting their second dose will also be eligible for a free gift card. That's happening today from 10 a.m. to 5 this evening. Our Erica Hernandez will be live there for a preview of the event today, and that will be on GMSA at 9.
Heading overseas, at least 10 people injured after a train collision in Iran. So take a look. State TV footage showing one train had been derailed. It says 11 people being treated in the hospital, at least 1 with serious injuries. Authorities say 9 others treated on the scene.
2 people are dead after a midair collision between a small plane and a paraglider in the Houston area. The Federal Aviation Administration says a single-engine Cessna took off yesterday from Bush Intercontinental Airport in Houston and then collided midair with the paraglider. The FAA says 1 person was on board each aircraft. The paraglider landed in the yard of a home while the plane crashed a couple of miles away near a shooting range. The plane had been headed to Victoria.
Heard the engine of the plane coming down. I thought, oh, it must be a low flyer just doing some test runs or whatever. Well, a split second later, I see the plane and it all just goes down and it buried itself in the ground.
The victims' identities have not been released. This morning, there's still no sign of 3-year-old Lena
Following extensively, police have set a command post up near that apartment community located on Fredericksburg Road. All of this on the city's northwest side. Our Jonathan Cotto live at that complex throughout the morning and joining us live now. Good morning, Jonathan. We understand the FBI now involved in this search.
Good morning, Max. That's right. The FBI is involved. SAPD holding very thorough inspections. As you can see, vehicles entering the property and vehicles leaving the property are being inspected by police officers at this moment. We know the tension and concerns are increasing by the minute. I spoke with an officer who said they've been working around the clock, all in an effort to find the little girl. We know the 3-year-old disappeared on Monday evening from these apartments, the Villas del Cabo, located on the 9400 block of Fredericksburg Road near Medical Center on the city's north northwest side. Now, police say Lena was at a playground inside of this apartment community with her mother and other children between the hours of 5 and 6 p.m. Folks who live here say they're feeling helpless and tell us they wish they could do more to find Lena.
It just kills me that, we don't take care of our kids anymore. You know what I mean? And I ain't talking about parents.
28-car pileup that killed 4 people.
That's right. He was found guilty in October for a vehicular homicide and more, sentenced to 110 years in prison. Since then, there's been an online petition to commute his sentence or grant him clemency. And get this, that online petition gathering more than 4 million signatures.
The governor's office did not give a time frame for that decision.
All right, so it has been a record-breaking year for our weather department. You've seen them all across all of our shows. They've had to cover things from flooding to even snow, and we have seen it all.
Justin Horn breaks down the biggest weather events of the year.
What a year. So much has happened weather-wise. So without further ado, let's look back on the top 5 weather events for South Central Texas. Number 5, we head back to May 3rd, just days after a massive hail event in Medina County. A severe storm moved through San Antonio, dropping up to baseball-sized hail. It did do quite a bit of damage in and around downtown. We received many photos of large hail from viewers. Number 4, snow. This isn't the last you'll hear about snow in the countdown, obviously, but this was an eye-popping stat for South Texas. Measurable snow was recorded on 4 separate calendar days in San Antonio for the first time ever. January 10th, where we saw a dusting, then again February 14th, February 15th, and again on February 18th during our big freeze. In all, winter snowfall totaled more than 6 inches. Number 3 is a tie between 2 memorable floods. The first being when heavy rains began on the morning of July 6th. All said and done, nearly 10 inches of rain inundated the city's northwest side in the Leon Valley area. Leon Creek flooded and several homes took on water. Then, on October 13th, heavy tropical rainfall aided from Pacific Hurricane Pamela added up quickly, resulting in many creeks becoming swollen. Sadly, 2 people died when 2 cars attempted to cross a creek near St. Hedwig on the morning of October 14th. Number 2 is a mind-blowing record. The largest measured hailstone in Texas history fell near Hondo on April 28th. A powerful supercell which put down a tornado. Of 2021.
And we're going to be checking in with Justin Horn in just a few moments. Yeah. But for now, time is 6:41, 48 degrees out.
And just ahead, a look at some of the news stories trending now on KSAT.com. We're talking about some amazing kiddos and a local restaurant getting some serious recognition.
Good morning and welcome back. New this morning on our website, we are highlighting 9 amazing San Antonio area children. They have all gone above and beyond, helping those in need throughout 2021. On KSAT.com, right now, you can read their memorable stories and learn how they are making a difference.
And if you love hot chocolate, listen up. La Fonderia Bakery and Cafe was named the best place for hot chocolate in Texas and one of the best in the country. So that's according to Yelp. It's ranked number 6 on the list of top 20 places to get hot chocolate in the U.S. And it was the only Texas restaurant to land on the list. You can read more about the delicious details on our website at KSAT.com. That's a nice picture there.
It's fantastic, and it's funny because whenever we walk around downtown, you can't walk by the storefront without seeing packed or the people lined up outside.
Yes, there's always a line.
And it's a testament to them. I mean, phenomenal goods. I haven't had their hot chocolate, though.
We're probably not going to need it later this week.
You will not. You will not. We'll have some more coolish mornings coming up in the afternoons for sure. It's going to be well above average. Yesterday was our shortest day, by the way, the winter solstice. Today we're going to add 1 second. It's going to be 1 second longer. Yesterday was 10 hours, 15 minutes. We'll keep adding time until we get to June 21st of next year. That's when we have our longest day of 14 hours, 2 minutes. Just a heads up there. We're past our shortest day of the year. It has been a very warm December, though. That is for sure. You look at the days highlighted in red here. Those represent the above average days a lot. Last few days have been below average, yes, but we're going to jump right back above average, I think, today. And I think we're going to finish the month on a pretty warm note. So far, we've been 9.2 degrees above average. That is really impressive. Warmest day was 83 back on December 10th. So, yes, looks like it's going to be a warm start to winter. If you're traveling today, all looks good across the state. If you're driving, Dallas, Houston, Laredo, Brownsville, El Paso, all good. You will find some warm temperatures, though, down in deep South Texas, Brownsville, up to 80 this afternoon with partly cloudy skies. Outside right now, we've got a few clouds, 48 degrees at the airport. Dew point is at 45 and calm winds. Temperatures 47 Bulverde, 38 Comfort, 40 in Kerrville, 49 in New Braunfels. You go out to Del Rio, it's 47 there, 45 in Carrizo Springs. So cool morning, just not terribly cold. We have been watching for some fog, has not materialized. We do see a little bit down there around Corpus Christi, but I think it stays to our south this morning. Tomorrow morning, we will see some fog. I think that'll be the case Friday and Saturday mornings too. Dew points still in the low end, but trying to rise some, mid-40s. That puts us in the dry category. 73 this afternoon, mostly sunny. We'll see the temperatures fall off into the 50s tonight. And as we look forward in time, upper level winds, we've got a ridge in place, and that's going to keep things not only quiet.
And Stephen, just a bit.
Good morning. Coming up here on GMA on a Wednesday morning, we have to talk about the surging Omicron cases. President Biden announcing new measures to fight the wave as some people wait hours to get tested. And hospitals, of course, are bracing for a flood of patients. CDC Director Rochelle Walensky is going to join us live to discuss it all. That and so much more coming up right here on GMA.
Day 3 into the disappearance of 3-year-old Lena. San Antonio Police Department busy in their search efforts. Good morning. I'm Jonathan Cotto. The San Antonio Police Department now requesting the FBI's assistance in this search effort. The 3-year-old disappeared on Monday evening from these apartments, the Villas del Cabo, located on the 9400 block of Fredericksburg Road near Medical Center on the city's northwest side. Police say Lena was at a playground inside of this apartment community with her mother and other children between the hours of 5 and 6 p.m. Police tell us Lena was wearing a black jacket, red dress, and black shoes when she disappeared. She weighs about 55 pounds and had her shoulder-length hair in a ponytail and believe the child may be in danger. If anyone has any information on the disappearance of the child, you're asked to call SAPD's Missing Persons Unit at 207-7660. Reporting on the city's northwest side, Jonathan Cotto, KSAT 12 News.
And at last check, it looked like the roadways were moving.
Yeah. It was all green on the screen, though, last time we checked in with Steven.
Still green on the screen, but yeah, Steph is right. We do have a lot more activity out on the roadways. 35 in Nogalitos. You can see the vehicles there getting their morning started early with us drivers, I should say, but they got a beautiful skyline right there. Taking you right to the map, watch out for this stall of 1604 eastbound at Hosman Road, and taking you over here, a second stall of 221 northbound at Thousand Oaks Drive remains an issue. Justin.
Thank you, sir. We're in the 40s right now. We'll be up in the mid-60s by noontime. 73 this afternoon, mostly sunny skies. Should be a gorgeous day. Extended forecast. We'll go 75 tomorrow, 80 on Friday, 83 Saturday. We will see some clouds and fog during the morning time those days, and then mostly sunny afternoons. But Christmas at this point looks great, 83. I say great, it's going to be a little warm, 83 Sunday. We'll get some more clouds in there next week too, guys.
Yeah, great weather to play outside. Kiddos will have their day.
Yes,
Christmas
I was going to
Day.
say, I think the earrings, you were excited for the 30s yesterday.
Yes,
Tried to prompt snow.
This is for winter. Have a great day, guys.
See you at 9.